So are you guys like figuring stuff out, or how are scrims?
Yeah, I mean, scrims aren't going that well. I mean, we're losing most of our scrims.
Game three, we were kind of surprised, and the casters were surprised that you guys chose red side again.
Yeah, I don't know. The coaches said they wanted to pick red side, so I was like, cool.
I'm joined by Licorice, the golden retriever of the LCS, as the Dignitas article that published about you joining called you. Um, Licorice, before we talk about the game versus Cloud9, are you a dog person or a cat person?
I like both actually. I grew up and I had a cat when I was growing up, and now I have 3 dogs. So I yeah, both.
All right. What kind of dogs do you have?
Two mutts that are from shelters. And I don't know what breeds there are, but like there's a really small one, small terrier, medium sized dog, like 30, 40 pounds, and then a border collie.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I'm more of a cat person myself, but I respect it. How does it feel to be back in the LCS?
Uh, Gosh, I mean, I'm so excited to be back and to be on a team. And you know, like I'm definitely a little frustrated with the games today. But I think that I think our team is actually really good. So I think that we have a shot at making a really good run this year. So I'm really excited about that. I think winning is always fun.
Well, the rumor has been from a lot of like teams. I don't know if you saw like Travis's. He had actual players and coaches sort of give their opinions on power rankings. A lot of people are saying Dig is not doing too great in scrims. I asked Isles, and he was like, "It's a bit chaotic," is how he worded it. So are you guys like figuring stuff out, or how are scrims?
Yeah, I mean, scrims aren't going that well. I mean, we're losing most of our scrims. I think we're getting a lot out of them. I mean, it's just like I think we're a totally fresh team, and like I don't know, our first day of scrims, we scrimmed NRG, right? And they've been scrimming together for what, like 700 days or something, and it's like day one for us. So like like there's some things that we need to figure out before we're going to be able to like look that good against them. And I think like even if you look at the games today, a lot of the issues showed up where it's like we had gold leads, or we had a lead in the game, or we had 3 dragons twice and we just like couldn't convert it. So um I just think like there's a lot of those things happening, and we need to make sure we work to get on the same page on like how we want to play out the game, how we want to team fight, and just like communication and stuff. But I don't know, man, we can win lane and we're all smart people. So I think we have a really solid shot this year.
All right, that's fair. US actually could have won this series like at multiple points. I think it could have been a 2-0 or even a 2-1. But game three, we were kind of surprised, and the casters were surprised that you guys chose red side again. Can you maybe run me through the logic behind not switching sides?
Uh, uh yeah, I don't know. The coaches said they wanted to pick red side, so I was like, cool. Um, yeah, I don't know.
All right, that's fair. I was thinking maybe it might be like some sort of counter pick for top lane because you did go into R5. I will never forgive you for 2018. You pulled out Hecarim top against TSM to stop them from going to Worlds. It was like your
Yeah.
counter against, if I'm not mistaken, Aatrox, and
Yep.
I'm still hurt by it. But you're someone who isn't afraid of like cooking in the top lane. The meta seems like it allows for AP carries, AD carries, top lane, tanks, all these different things. Can we expect to see some sort of like pocket picks from you, or some cooking up there?
Yeah, I hope so. I think right now we're really focused on getting the fundamentals down. So it's really like not that easy to play a lot of the really crazy stuff top lane, but I do love playing it. I'm definitely playing it in solo queue, and I would love to have the chance to pull it out at some point this split.
All right, just don't play it against Shopify, please. I would hate if every time you play against one of my teams, you just do something like that. Um,
I'll think about it.
I'll think about. Now you're gonna do it especially to tease me. Um, you talked with Thorn about your move from FlyQuest to Golden Guardians, and how on Golden Guardians they believed in you and that gave you extra comfort, and you start playing a lot better. Uh, how are the vibes on Dignitas, and do you have that? Do you feel like you have that same trust?
Vibes are good on Dignitas. It doesn't feel like I think we're all building our trust with each other right now. Like we're a bunch of players. We all like three of us were on a break, you know, and it's like we're just like trying to figure out like I don't know, like there's just so many situations in League, and I think that part of becoming a good team means you have to figure out like when your teammate knows what they're talking about and like the areas that they might not know so well, you know? If I'm always like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like push this ball wave and come mid and then I die and I keep dying in side lane, then like, you know, like my team is gonna be like, okay, like this is a thing that he has because no player is perfect, right? So I think we're like really in the mix of just trying to figure out like how we can all play together and what everyone's strengths are so we can play around them.
Hypothetically speaking, you guys figure it out. You make it to Worlds. You make it to semis again. Um, and then next year, the league, we lose two teams, and Dignitas, decides they don't want to be here again. You look like one of the best top laners on Golden Guardians, on Dignitas, and then both times you're like teamless. What keeps you going in this tumultuous, like unstable job environment? I can imagine it's very stressful, and just the lack of security makes it very difficult to even want to invest all this time into League.
Yeah, I mean, I think when I got when Golden Guardians left the league and I didn't end up having a job, it was really like I just took my time and I had to figure out like did I want to be a pro player anymore? You know, like do I want to recommit to this industry? Like obviously like things are happening and job security is not awesome even when I'm doing well. Um but like I don't know, I took a long break and tried some other things and I was like I think that the thing I want to do most is play League, so I just started playing League again and got on Dignitas. I don't know what I would have done if no team had picked me up for summer. I think like I got the slightly easier side of it because it's like a 3 month break at the start of the year if you miss spring split, but then like if I didn't have a team for summer, it's like 8 months where I'm not doing anything. So like that would have been more challenging for sure. And I don't know what I would have done, but for now I want to play League, so here I am.
Were you open to coaching?
It's something I've thought of. I actually think that I could be a really good coach. But I think like while I feel like I'm a really good player, I'd rather play.
Oh, that makes sense, especially if you're going to be coaching someone who you think you're better and could probably do everything better. It must be like quite frustrating, I'd say.
Yeah, I have had the thought that that would be really frustrating, but I mean, I've never tried it, so I wouldn't know for sure.
That's fair. Did you watch the Team Liquid video that they posted where they had four of their players? Well, I guess Busio was one of the players, and it was like rating professional gamer Riz.
No.
Oh man, I was gonna ask you about that. Oh well. Um, yeah. Oh well. So the person that wrote the article that I referenced initially, like the Dignitas intern, she has a question for you. Her question is,
Okay.
what chewing gum do you chew?
Just mint, like any whatever's available. Usually, I just find it helps me focus when I'm on stage, so I just like try to have gum. Um, Usually like spearmint or just like mint or whatever. Cool mint. I don't know what they call it. It depends on just like whatever brand. I don't know.
Okay, not no specific brand. Do you have like a routine besides chewing gum that helps you focus and stay in game?
Um, I like to get outside before the game. I think like a lot of pro players, the kind of standard thing is that you're backstage with your team and you're like watching the team that plays before you. Um, but I like to get outside a little bit before I'm gonna play and like do a little stretching and just like get some fresh air and um yeah, I don't know, just like chill, I guess. Um, but and sometimes I listen to music too, although I haven't didn't listen to music today, but it might be something I look into for the future. Um, but yeah, nothing crazy. I don't know. Wake up, take it easy.
All right. Any specific kind of music? Just out of curiosity.
Um, it's kind of a mix. I don't know. I kind of listen to whatever I use Spotify and I just like the Discover Weekly, whatever it recommends. That's kind of what I listen to. So like a little bit of everything.
All right. Yeah, I that's brave. Before a game starts, you start listening to like super heavy metal or a very sad song, and it's like that dynamic, you know?
Well, you know, if I'm listening to music before a game, I'll like make a playlist ahead of time. So it's like music that I know I like. But the genres are pretty diverse, so I can't really like tell you. But no heavy metal. I don't listen to heavy metal.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been really cool watching you, get onto C9 and in 2018 and like your development, not just as a player, but like a personality on camera and whatnot. It's been really cool to see, and I hope to see more of you. Even though I'm not supporting Dignitas, as you can see, I'm a Shopify fan, but it's very nice to see you in the league. So I wish you success.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, take care and bye.
You too. Bye.
LCS is so back. It's been a while. I missed the LCS, so it's cool to finally do interviews for the LCS. As you could tell, wasn't the greatest interview. I was a little nervous. It just happens. I don't know. I wasn't nervous when I was doing the other like media day interviews. Oh yeah, forget that. The format that I did, where it's just like complete split screen, is something that's been requested multiple times. I am personally not a fan at all of that format, but I do know that it's widely popular. So I'm trying it. I also tried to make the intro like shorter, and when it was shorter, I just didn't feel like music would really fit. I don't know. I might go back after like recording this and put some more music, but or not some more, just putting some music. We'll see. I am experimenting. Like I said, I'm always just trying to figure out how to make things better on this channel. And the thing, like my reference normally is audience retention, right? So a lot of people complained about the intros, like they were too long, right? But ever since I added like those super long, like 20 to 30 seconds, I don't do it any longer, but it's longer than the 10-second intros that this video had and previous videos had. Ever since I started doing that, my retention rate has skyrocketed. Like it straight up went over 20% increased. So it seems like it's driving enough curiosity of what's happening. And now that I'm saying this, I might actually go back and edit the intro and maybe make it a little bit longer, a little bit more tension, maybe. I'm not sure. But either way, like I listen to what you guys say, and then I look at the actual results, and that's how I sort of make my judgment on what is a good change versus what is not a good change. Um, and it's across all videos. Obviously, I could be misinterpreting. It might be I'm just doing better interviews, or the thumbnails are just so much better. It could be a lot of things, but that's sort of how I try to track metrics. I don't look one video to one video. I look on like wide scale things that I've changed. So definitely I'm keeping an eye out. I'm keeping my ear is open. You can always, send me a message on Twitter. You can always like comment on YouTube, which a lot of people do. You can respond to like my community posts. I try to be a little bit more active with community posts, like updating you guys on like how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, things like that. So there are a lot of different ways of reaching out to me. So if you have any suggestions, sometimes I really like them. And there was a title suggestion, and I just like changed the title. I was like, oh my god, this is a much better title than the title I had. So things like that. Yeah, I feel like we're really a community here, and we all like pitch in together, I guess, to make this channel better so that I can have better content, so you guys can enjoy much better. So when you see one of my interviews, you're like, oh my god, it's going to be so good, right? That's what I want to get to. Right now, I think, oh, he has an interview. Let me watch it. I want to get to a point where it's like something came from my channel. That means it's going to be good, and I'm going to enjoy myself. So working towards there. Anyways, hit that subscribe button. See you guys later.